Asian people, are you out there? Clap if you're Asian. Okay. I guess they couldn't understand me or something. What the heck was that? No, like clap if you're Asian. Okay, 5. That's about right. Out of 350, we have 5. That's about my average. There's the research done on audiences, about 5 or 6 of us comedians. It was done just to see who was our audience, and mine is, I'm over 90% white. And like 1% Asian. Because Asian people don't support me, because I was supposed to be a doctor. Or play the cello. And I tell jokes in bars. It's my 37th year doing stand-up, so there was no Asians doing comedy when I started. So younger Asian kids were forbidden to watch me, because God forbid they aren't a doctor. It's crazy. My driver's license says I'm white. Knoxville, Tennessee, 16 years old. There were only 2 boxes. Lady at the end goes, well, you ain't black. So I've been documented as white since I was 16. Still says I'm white. Very confusing at the airport. I'm like, dude, there are only 2 boxes. He's like, well, you ain't black. One of my daughter's best friends, little boy, he's half Vietnamese, and his dad's name is Me. So me and I know. Me and I were inspectors at a robotics tournament, and it turned to a bad Asian version of Who's On First. Because the director came up and said, hey, who signed up on this robot? And I said, me. He goes, you? And I said, no. Well, then who? Him. Well, who's he? Me. We can do this all day, buddy. So me found out I was making fun of him. He's a grown man. He's had that name his entire life. No one's ever made fun of him except for me. Me. He called me and said, it gets worse. I go, how? He goes, my sister's name is you. I said, you're lying. He goes, I swear. I'm like, well, how cruel are your parents? We're going to name them me and you and send them to America. That's what we're doing. That'll teach them to talk back. It's kind of tough on me growing up in my neighborhood when I was a kid. Kind of tough on me when I was little. Guys, you guys remember playing Army as a kid? Yeah, you pretty much guessed it. I hated this game. All my buddies would go, okay, Henry, it's the neighborhood against you. We'll give you a head start. I'm booking down the road, man. We used to play a lot of cowboys and Indians, too. Didn't we, guys? Cowboys and Indians. You guessed it, I hated this game, too, man. Because I was always the cook. Yeah, where'd it go? I swear I talk this way all the time. Y'all are staring at me like retarded kids in math class or something. I have plenty of jokes left. I have plenty of time left before I get out of here. Okay. I'm not in a hurry. I have plenty of time left, plenty of jokes left. Before I get out of here, though, anybody have any questions so far? This whole crowd, y'all just went, what? I just did all my shows because sometimes after the show, people have a question or two. I'm not around. So now it's a good time. Yes, ma'am. Hang on. How did I meet my wife? We didn't meet in Arab. It's not like I broke down. I met her at a Christmas party in Nashville. She was there with her friends, and I was there with my buddies, and I was quicker.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been to South Korea?
Have I been to South Korea? I went once, but I don't speak Korean because they didn't offer it in my high school. I took Spanish. That was crazy. Korean people would walk up and just start talking to me. And I was like, ¿Qué pasa, amigo? No comeras, por favor.
What's my father do? My dad's like a real Korean. He's like, he splits atoms and stuff. That's all I know. I don't know. He wears glasses, has a lab coat on all the time. Runs around the house like this, you know. Okay, my dad's brilliant. Yeah, he's like a nuclear physicist, and my kids are brilliant because it skips a generation.
Question right there. Hang on 1 second. Hey. Shh. You got other people around you, okay? They didn't come here to hear you. Yeah, this ain't TV. I can hear you. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Why don't you ever come to Michigan?
Why don't I ever come to Michigan? Why would I go to Michigan? What part of Michigan do you live in?
North of Detroit.
North of Detroit. Like where? Sterling Heights?
Rochester.
Rochester, yeah. So there's a good chance I'll be there next year.
Really?
Yeah, so what happened is, you know, I was doing a bunch of TV and films, and then I kind of checked out for a decade to raise my kids. And vasectomy's older now, so I'm more mobile. So I'll probably get there next year. And if not, but I go up there and play golf all the time. But I don't do shows, I'm playing golf. You drove all the way here?
Yep.
Y'all came all the way from Rochester? You're from here?
We stayed.
You stay with them? Well, thank you for coming. Yeah, see, I'm from Tennessee, so this is up north for me.
What college football team did I pull for? Well, first off, I'm a grown-up. So I don't care. But I was born in Knoxville. I went to UT Knoxville. You know, it's the volunteer state. Tennessee's the volunteer state. They can't make you live there.
Other questions?
Venue.
I'm sorry?
Favorite venue.
Favorite venue? Here.
Okay.
I'm a pro. I have a lot of favorite venues. You know, I only do 5 comedy clubs in the country. Only 5. I mainly do theaters. I tour around. I do like 100 shows a year, and probably 90, 80 something are theaters. But I do 5 comedy clubs a year, and I'm from Denver to Dallas, Birmingham, and Lexington is one I do. So the owner here, Jordan, is a dear friend of mine. We've known each other, 20, 30 years. So, you know, he does a great job, so I always come here for him because, you know,
You're a pro.
I'm a pro. But I don't do that many clubs, but I like doing clubs. You know, I got a lot of friends here in Lexington. I used to play in a children's charity golf classic all the time, and so I've met a lot of people there. I'm actually playing golf tomorrow, and that's the only reason I come here. If you look at my tour schedule, it's golf. Like I got offered a gig in Montana in February, and my agent went, ha 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 ha, because nah, I'll go there in July. My handicap, whatever I need it to be. We celebrated our 25th anniversary a couple months ago. Yeah. Thanks for clapping. You had nothing to do with it, but whatever. 25 years, long time. I mean, that's a long time. But I see some people have been married longer than yeah, there's some old people. Okay, so it's fine. They can't hear me. It's fine. So, clap, you've been married over 45 years. Clap. Okay, clap if you're happy about it. Clap over 50. Anybody been 50 or more? Clap. Wow. Okay, how long you been married, ma'am? 53. Wow. Do you have children?
Yes.
Yes. How old? Yeah. 50. How old are you? 54. Look at him. He goes close. He's your youngest. Anybody else? 57. How long y'all been married?
How long have I been married?
Yes, sir. How long have you been married? Thanks for pouring him out. How long?
69.
69. I am honored and privileged that you made it out to my show. Because you got to be starving. You ate at 4, right? I mean, you need some Jell-O or something? You got to be... These are jokes, people. You can't hear me. Married 69 years. 69. I will never reach that. I won't. I may live as long as you, but I ain't going to be married that long. No, my wife and I got a number, and if I hit it, I'm gone. It's a big number. It's really almost hard to attain, but if I hit it, I'm getting out of there.